Democratic state and local leaders are reaffirming Minnesota's commitment to public safety amid an increase in immigration enforcement. Those leaders say there is little coordination or communication from the feds, even going as far to say that some actions violate Minnesota law. Ian Russell joining us now with the story. Hey, Ian.
Hey, Morgan. Yeah, these are some of the strongest words I think we've heard from elected officials here pushing back against the federal government and ICE activity. And Governor Tim Walz even went as far as to say there's been reports of agents violating state law by swapping out license plates on cars they're not registered to. It was all part of a push by more than a dozen Democratic elected officials to say they're committed to public safety.
This is what happens when your own federal government wages war against you.
Strong words from Minnesota's Democratic elected officials speaking out against ICE activity in the Twin Cities.
It has nothing to do with safety at all. It has to do with division.
Operation Metro Surge has brought more than 100 federal immigration agents to the Twin Cities since it began earlier this month.
They were just sitting in their car, just trying to get through. They couldn't get the first person, so they came over here and smashed the window and pulled them out.
That activity has drawn crowds of observers and demonstrators, leading to tense moments, something officials say will lead to someone getting seriously hurt.
With the little fluff? Yeah, with the pins. Okay.
And whether that is an ICE agent or a community member, we all know the tinderbox that could explode because of it.
Our biggest opponent is our own weaponized federal government who says put America first, but arrests American citizens.
This group of elected officials and faith leaders also say ICE activity is stunting immigrant businesses.
That's the livelihood of community members. That's the livelihood, not just of those store owners, but of the people who work there.
Governor Tim Walz also shared that his administration has heard rumors of increased federal activity.
So I would fully expect, and we are preparing for, an influx of more agents.
That's something faith leaders say they're also aware of.
But I do believe that there's a fear of people afraid to come to church who may not show up because of that possibility of taking place.
Strong words from all here as they push for public safety.
So we're here today to say enough of this. We're here today to stand that Minnesota will protect their neighbors.
I reached out to Homeland Security for a statement on this morning's press conference, but have not heard back yet. The chair of the state's GOP said that this was a distraction from other issues like fraud happening in the state, adding that ICE activity is not, quote, political theater, but enforcing the law. Morgan.
All right. Thanks, Ian.